Welcome back to the channel. We're doing the Let's Play of Hollow Knight, the any percent route, no major glitches in the speedrun category, but we are doing this in a casual mode because it's been over a year since I've done it, and Silksong 2 is coming out next week, and I just wanted to kind of, play it one more time, get back into it. Last we left off, we just got the Mantis Claw, and we're gonna go back and do a little mini warping here. Load our save file, and that will put us back at where we got the fireball. So the next step that we're going to do is get some money and set ourselves up for the future a little bit by opening some benches and stuff. Hopefully I remember everywhere I'm supposed to go. Jeez, been so long. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to get some soul here. Oh, a little too slow on that. Whoa, this is... Alright, like I said, it's been a while. You should be flowing through that if your chops are good. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna come up here and go to the bench, and we are going to pay the toll. It's very important that you do not sit on this bench. Actually, I guess it's not. But we're gonna pay this toll, and that's just something that we're gonna have to use for later. Alright, we come back down. I missed that guy. I'm going to need full soul. Or something close to it. I missed one of those guys on the way down, so that'll hurt me a little bit, but it's not much of a time loss. The Grubfly Mother is not bad. As far as time losses go, like, see, still really quick. It's just important that you want to have soul right here to get all the little babies as they pop out. Sorry, but they're not gonna live. Okay, this was really bad. Didn't get a good grouping. That's why it's also nice to have 2 hits of soul that you can shoot out and do 2 fireballs and really get the group. And sometimes I almost actually prefer just to, like, jump on top of them. So normally you need 220 to buy this. I have 60 extra. That's how much extra you get from doing the geo route that I do. You get a whole bunch extra, which is great because, oops, it's not the only time that you'll have to worry for geo if you don't do it. So I'm opening my inventory right before I hit these guys so that it doesn't slow me down. And you want to have this guy kill you when you're on the right side of that little doorway right there. That'll put your shade in a good spot. And we're gonna set up our next skip here. Oop. Hopefully I get this now that I kind of botched it. There we go. Secret tunnels. Alright, then we just, this is the most exciting part of the speedrun. Just dipping our toes in the blue lagoon here. High octane stuff. The next item on our list is to get the dream nail. So we're gonna open this lever through the ground, hopefully. Go up here and we can be there right as it opens. That was obviously a little slow. And this next path to get the dream nail, I admit I've always been very slow at it. It's a series of platforms that like rise up to meet you as you get close to them. And all the good runners have it memorized, and they just look like anime characters flying through that with the floor rising up to meet them, but not me. I do it one at a time, very slowly. I've never cared enough to put in the amount of time it would take to memorize them. But, I mean, that inherently does make it a bit slower. I could probably save like 10-15 seconds if I flew through it, but I'm not that good. So we are playing on PS5 again, and as you can see, if I were dashing that whole time, it would be a lot faster. But we're just gonna do the old school platforming. Ooh, I'm getting a little nervous. That's the only one that I can dash through. Right there. That super easy one. I just played 9 souls and I'm realizing that I'm jumping before I do all my dashes, which I normally don't do, but in 9 souls it speeds up how often you can use your dash. Okay, so we just got the dream nail, and we're gonna do another little kind of bug skip here. Normally there's a cutscene that plays after this, but we're gonna interrupt it by pausing really quickly and then canceling out and trying to dash out of the room. I'm never able to make it out of the room. I've only done it like 3 times, but you do make it far enough away from her that you do skip the cutscene. I missed the inventory drop again. I'm starting to think that I'm not even gonna get one this entire run. There's only a few more times where it's like really helpful to do it, but I'll still try. Alright, so we're just getting past these guys, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go rob the country club, is what I like to call it. And we're just getting money, and then on our way to the boss. The first boss, the first of 3 dreamers that we need to awaken in order to wake up the final boss. Ooh, this is not gonna actually need soul from these guys. Alright, so this little charm that we got is something that we can sell for money later. It's not really bad that I'm getting hurt because there is a bench up here that you can use, that you need to, in case you need to. I'm gonna be using it because I don't want to die. Alright, it's a little pogo action up there to get another little hollowness seal that we can use. We can bench up here. It's pretty safe. Alright. And then we're on to, as I like to call it, that guy, the country club. I like to call it the country club because there's this big old fat lady here, and she is loaded. Let me tell you what. So she's putting up a fight. She's clutching her pearls, but sorry. This pool boy is looking for a good tip. Save our dash till we get lower so we don't get the hard landing. Whoop. And there's gonna also be another free moment if you were doing the speedrun that you can heal if you needed to. Over here. There's only enough time to heal once, but it looks like I'm healing twice. Oh, and it's right when you hit that. And I just used my soul. Alright, normally you can't get up here if you don't have the double jump, but we're gonna use a little bit of the background to pogo to get the height that we need. This is, oh my gosh, this is not going good. Alright. These guys can be a little pain in the ass sometimes, as you can see right there. They'll take the extra moment to heal. And we'll use this other bench. Normally don't use this bench either, but let's err on the side of caution. Oops, that was a mistake. Get out of my way. Wow, this is not going well. Alright. Okay, we might die here. If we do, that's okay. That's the end of the world. I kind of deserve it, honestly, for how well or how poorly I was playing right there. Because we start right here. This is why we sat on that bench. Unfortunately, I missed hitting this guy. Oh, this is just going badly. Alright. This guy isn't too bad. There is a quick kill for him, but it's kind of hard. And I'm just a little out of practice, so I'm going to do the slow way. he should die on this next one here. Yeah. Sometimes you just know. Jeez, this guy. Get out of my way. Alright, use some of the background there to get around these guys. And I am gonna open this lever here. Not required. The only reason you would ever do that is in case you die and need to fight the bosses again. And there's a good chance that I might die here, so. There is a secret big wall that you can break up here to get up onto the ceiling. And then you cut down that chandelier, and that gets rid of one of the 6 enemies that we're gonna have to fight. So now we're down to 5, which is a lot more doable, and it also makes it a lot faster. Don't lose hardly any time. It's been a while since I've done quick cycles on these guys, so bear with me. Not great. Alright, we got a multi-hit there on him as he ran by, that's good. Alright. You'll have to forgive me, I'm finding it kind of hard to talk right now as I do these. Oh. Ideally, you're always hitting multiple of them whenever you fireball. Alright, I'm gonna heal. Oh. Whew, this is getting really risky here. Alright, there's a heal. Oh, I died. I got so greedy. How could I do it? Oh, I choked. It was all going fairly well. Alright. Alright, that's so bad. That's okay. We'll fight him again. Oh my god. Hit the lever. Go away. Okay. Well, maybe I'll be able to talk more during it now that the nerves are less high. I don't know. Yeah, I was made a lot of weird mistakes there that normally wouldn't make. Alright, first one done. Dream nail this guy so that I can get soul right when he wakes up. I didn't have any soul to fire at him. Alright, let's just heal. Oops. Thread the needle on that one. Alright, ideally you have them so synced up that they always die at the same time, so that you can get all these guys on the same cycle together. Oh. He faked me out. Alright, let's heal again. And we could just power through this. Yeah, we take the hit. That way we can, or the damage tank, so we can hit him faster. Well, that's a little more of like what it's supposed to look like. Still not pretty by any means, don't get me wrong. Alright, and then up here we have the Dreamer. First of 3. The first 2 Dreamers that we're gonna do are bosses, so that was one of them. They're roly-polies, or Watcher Knights. I like roly-polies, but hey, whatever. And then the last one is just a pathing thing, and then we fight the boss of the game. So this is where we'll be ending part 2. We're now halfway through the game, if you can believe that. People waiting 7 years for Silksong, and if it's anything in comparison to the length of Hollow Knight, we just finished half of it. But yeah. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you join me in part 3. We'll finish the second Watcher Knight, and then part 4 we'll wrap it up. Take care.